Teacher Talking Sports, what it does, what it do, how we live. And it was a couple days ago where ESPN came out with their MLB Rank 2025, where they attempted to rank baseball's top 100 players when it comes to the 2025 season. Rather than go through that list, although I'll provide a link in the description, I thought I'd go over some of the guys I considered the biggest snubs that were not able to make their top 100 players. I made it 10 guys deep, and I made sure to include at least one player from the three teams that did not have a representative. So three teams that did not have a representative are the Chicago White Sox, Colorado Rockies, and Washington Nationals. So let's get into it. I'll name the players in alphabetical order by last name, starting with C.J. Abrams, the 24-year-old shortstop, Washington Nationals. Now, yes, we remember the end of last season where he was sent down to the minors. I'm not going to get into that whole situation, but still hit 20 homers and stole 31 bases last year. Was named to his first All-Star team. Plays very solid defense at shortstop, albeit, can be a little error prone, but nonetheless, if he could get a full season together, he definitely should be on the list come next season. Next, Byron Buxton, Minnesota Twins. Yes, we know why he wouldn't be on. It is because he just cannot stay healthy, but man, it's unfortunate that he can't. I mean, last season he played 102 games, had a 137 OPS plus, 18 homers, 27 doubles, 133 OPS plus 2021. 171 OPS plus 2020. Guy who's played excellent center field as well. Has won a Gold Glove in the past, although 2017. Currently 31 years old, man. It doesn't seem like he's been in the league as long as he has, but partly because he has been injury prone, but definitely a guy who healthy is well within the top 100 players. Next, Yanir Diaz of the Houston Astros. Yanir Diaz, one of the better offensive catchers in the game. Last season batted .299 with a 118 OPS plus. Season prior to that, 282, 128 OPS plus. No, he doesn't walk at all, but still combined to hit 39 homers the past two seasons, and at least adequate at behind the plate as well as throwing out opposing base runners. Again, where catcher is such a hole for many teams offensively, you would think a guy like Diaz could have made the list. Next, Brenton Doyle, Colorado Rockies, arguably the best defensive center fielder in the game, 26 years old. Has won a Gold Glove in the National League each of the last two seasons, and while he struggled mightily from the plate in 2023, last year he batted .260 with a 104 OPS plus, 23 homers, 30 stolen bases. I was quite surprised he did not make it. Next, Jack Flaherty. Detroit Tigers, started last season with the Tigers, was traded to the Dodgers, ended up winning World Series, back with the Tigers. Now he's been injury prone previous years, but last season a 3.17 ERA and 10.8 strikeouts per 9 innings, a stellar 1.07 whip. Off to a good start in his first two starts. I'm trying to not look too much into what they've done this season since it's so early in the year. But again, a guy who was marvelous in 2019. Again, injury-plagued years, not quite reaching a ceiling in other years. Maybe he's done so again, and the Tigers certainly hope so as they brought him back. The one reliever I decided to include, Ryan Helsley of the St. Louis Cardinals. Helsley last year, 49 saves, an excellent 2.04 ERA. A guy who has struck out 10.8 batters per 9 innings for his career. Last year finished 9th in NL Cy Young voting. In 2022, he finished 12th in NL Cy Young voting. Pablo Lopez, starting pitcher, Minnesota Twins. Lopez in 2023, finished 7th in AL Cy Young voting. Had a 4.08 ERA last year, but that seemed a little unlucky. 3.65 whip. FIP, sorry. 1.19 whip, 1.15 the year prior to that. Guy who doesn't walk many at all, just 2.3 walks per 9 innings. Four strikeout to walk ratio for his career, and still just 29 years old. Zach Neto of the Los Angeles Angels, the shortstop, worth 5.1 WAR according to Baseball Reference last year. 23 homers, 30 stolen bases, 34 doubles last year, a 112 OPS plus. And while he didn't win a Gold Glove, defensive metrics are quite fond of what he can do at one of the premier positions in baseball. Zach Neto, just in his third season and just 24 years old, could continue improving and easily find his way within the top 100. If you look at last year, a guy who definitely shouldn't have been on, that is Luis Robert Jr. Really struggled last year to the tune of a 224 batting average, 87 OPS plus, but 2023 All-Star, 12th in MVP voting, Silver Slugger, 130 OPS plus, hit 38 homers and stole 20 bases that season. Last year he stole 23 bases. Again, I wanted to include at least one player from each of the three teams that weren't represented. Robert, has a case to be on, so I did include him. Then we got Christian Walker of the Houston Astros. I was really, really surprised to not see Walker on here. Has been the best defensive first baseman really in the game. Has won a Gold Glove in the National League each of the last 3 years, and this year has joined the Houston Astros, but not just a good fielding first baseman. The last 3 seasons, Walker has combined to hit 95 homers and drive in 281 runs with an 813 OPS. And now again has joined the Astros on what was a 3-year, $60 million deal. Someone I probably thought would have been on here if I would have had to guess without seeing the list. But those are 10 guys I decided to include as the biggest snubs. Let me know in the comments who you think are some of the biggest snubs. 2 guys I didn't include was because ESPN Plus had an article mentioning guys too high, too low, and then biggest snub. The 2 guys they picked were Eugenio Suarez of the Arizona Diamondbacks and starting pitcher Sonny Gray. Some other guys I considered, another very injury-plagued guy, Royce Lewis, who was already on the IL, but Bo Bichette, last year was a down year. If he can rebound, Xavier Edwards of the Marlins, Alec Bohm, Brian Reynolds, Ezekiel Tovar, also of the Rockies, Mackenzie Gore, although that might be a little recency bias after his dominant opening day start, Ian Happ, Mason Wynn, to name a few. But yeah, again, let me know who you think is the biggest snub. I will put, again, the link in the description, the top 100 players according to ESPN and their MLB Rank 2025. Anyhow, don't forget to subscribe. Tell a friend, tell a friend, tell a friend to subscribe. Like the video, share the video, hit the bell for notifications. I'm out.